Hey guys, today we are going to be finding out if the brand new Ancestor monster Sibidu the Apex is worth getting. So let's go ahead and just get started. So Sibidu the Apex can either be an attacker or a cursor. It can be either, which is interesting, but both of those roles are pretty good. So let's go and find out if it is good. So its traits are dodge area at rank 0, which is amazing. I really like that. But then rank 1, 3, and 4 all are not good at all. But then rank 5 is pretty decent again with area random torture. Yeah, rank 0 is his best, definitely, which is very good if you don't want to have to rank him up, which is great, since of course ranking up Ancestors does usually cost a lot of money. But yeah, rank 5 is pretty decent as well if you get that far, but it's not really worth spending money for. So yeah, I'd probably stick at rank 0 unless you're super pay to win. And then its relics are sword and mask, which are pretty good, and its virtues are damage, protection, and tough, which are decent. They're alright. His virtues definitely aren't anything like game-changing, but they are pretty nice to have. And then his relics are alright as well. Now let's go on down to his pros and his cons. So he has a good element for the current meta. He also has 3 torture effects and random tortures. He has AoE PER, which is very good. A fine trait in relics, like I already said. He's got low cooldowns and stamina costs, easy awakening conditions, which is always good for an Ancestor, and he's the fastest monster in the game, which is really interesting. That's very good. And then his cons are vulnerable to any negative effect when dodge area wears off, which is very true. He does not have very many immunities, besides of course possession, blind, and cooldown immunity, but that's only if you rank him up. And he has a bland virtues, like I already said. They just aren't too great. They're nice to have, but they're just not amazing. And he also has poor single target damage output. So now let's go ahead and see what they're talking about on his moveset. So his unranked moveset, which is what most people will have, has a single target random torture with nature damage, an AoE random torture with nature damage, a single target thunder damage with curse and shock, and then an AoE toxins with nature damage. So yeah, those are decent moves. They're not anything too amazing, but they're pretty good. And if you rank him up, he also gets an AoE curse and shock, which is really good. He also gets a self extra turn toxins, which is pretty good, and an AoE PER with random torture, which is also pretty great. So yeah, he does get some much better moves when you rank him up, but even unranked, he seems decent. He's not the best monster in the world, not even like top 3 Ancestors, I'd say, but he's a pretty decent monster. So if you can get him, go ahead and get him. I wouldn't spend like a ton of money trying to get him, but yeah, he's pretty decent. So you can go and get him if you want to get him. Yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think of Sibidu the Apex, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Over to like, share, and subscribe. Goodbye.